Hey, what's up, kids? Micah and Amber here with CrossFit 1055, and today we have with us Colby DeWeese with Chemeperformance. Just wait. We'll tell you your weight in pounds in the office, but I'm going, I'm the nerd over there going 2.24. What is that a good number? All right.
So as far as nutrition and working with a coach, like what are your, how long do people work with a nutrition coach? So we're going to do the challenge for 90 days. Right. And then beyond that, people will have the option to continue working with you. You have a couple of different plans. Well, I think you have 3 or 4 options.
Yeah, but 3 different plans.
So what are some benefits, and how long do you typically recommend that a person works with a nutrition coach? Is there a standard there?
So I'd say that the standard is going to be at least 2 months, because those first 4 weeks you're going to be figuring out like how this is working with your body. And those next 4 weeks are going to be when you start seeing some progress. Of course, we'd like to go longer than that, because when it starts becoming habit is when you really start reaping the benefits.
Fun. That consistency.
The consistency, the habits are when people really see a lot of success. So we like to say, 3 to 4 months is what we like to have.
Cool.
And then that kind of goes into, I'm going to kind of put you on the spot here, but people say, I'd love to do that, but it's so expensive. The groceries are expensive, and then nutrition coaching is expensive. Like, I don't know that I can justify the cost of that. My kind of always gut response is, it does cost money. It's well worth it. It's way cheaper than a hospital bill. But kind of what are your thoughts on why you think it's worth the money to get a nutrition coach? Where are you coming from there?
It's investing in yourself. So it's foundational knowledge that's going to set you up for years of healthy eating going forward. A lot of people kind of struggle with like the foundation stuff. Mm-hmm. They don't necessarily know how much protein they should be eating. By getting these numbers together, knowing your basal metabolic rate, how much your body burns by just being you, right? And having an idea of what you should be eating on a daily basis to maintain, that's knowledge that you can keep with you forever.
Sure.
So it's setting you up for kind of a lifetime of good habits, hopefully, which $300 in comparison to hospital bills down the road.
It's not cheap.
Well, and I think
or even medication, if you have high blood pressure or cholesterol and you're having to take medication on the regular, that shit's not cheap.
And it could get, like you said, if you manage to maintain your nutrition and lose some weight and get off one of those medications, now you're in the black. You're making money on the deal.
Some people's healthcare, like I know our healthcare through your office, like we get kickbacks.
Right.
We do a physical every year. As long as our numbers are good and there's some things we do, we get a discount off of our health insurance.
That's right.
And they do other things, like we get a free flu shot, stuff like that. So some insurances now are starting to reward that healthy lifestyle, which, everything helps. So you can offset your cost of nutrition coaching because your insurance is now cheaper. Now you can make up the difference in budget for that nutrition coaching.
Yeah, and most people actually who really stick with the meal plan, they end up seeing that their monthly cost on food actually goes down.
There you go.
Because they replaced eating out or going out to get drinks with better alternatives.
Sure.
And they're actually saving money because they're not spending $100 on dinner.
Right.
Yeah. If my daily routine is to go to Starbucks and get a triple frappuccino that's $9 or $8, and I realize there's 700 calories in that drink, and I make the decision, not that I don't like coffee, but I make the decision that I'm going to cut that out. It doesn't help me get to my numbers, and now I've saved $7, $8 a day.
Which adds up.
20 times a week,
and
right? 10 times a week. Now
you've paid for it by cutting out one small thing. $3 a day.
Also, I would like to add that there are other more expensive nutrition coaching programs out there. So
absolutely.
You're definitely not the top tier.
You mentioned you had 3 plans. Touch on what they are real quick, so I know.
So we've got the body plan, which is kind of just like a template. Basically, we still do like a statistical analysis and make some habit changes. We've got the Did I just say body?
Yeah.
You did say body.
I meant to say mind there. And then
it starts at, is it
80 bucks a
Yeah.
month. And then we've got the, so that was the mind plan. The body plan is more focused on people in the gym who are looking to improve performance, lose weight, and that sort of thing. The mind plan is kind of just general health. And then we've got the performance program, which is for the people that are trying to go to regionals.
Right.
Well, now they're trying to go to Wadapalooza, right?
I guess that's very true.
Our lexicon's got to change now. I used to always say that. Now it's, there's no regionals, so where are you trying to go?
Yeah.
No, I love that, right? So you've got a plan that addresses the whole spectrum. I mean, so for me, more or less, it's the mind plan, right? I mean,
Right.
You tell me my macros, and I get a little meal template, but I'm not trying to go anywhere, do anything really fantastic. I just want to look better naked in those weekly pictures. So you address. I mean, you should be able to get everybody. You know, no matter where you're at, you've got something that works for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one last thing I just kind of wanted to touch about. I know we've talked about it before, but the journaling aspect of everything.
Oh, I love that.
We didn't make that part of the challenge either, did we? Mm-hmm. No. But I think it's super important. It's something that you and I have talked about a lot, and it's something that has kind of clicked for me. Keeping it. We have started changing things up on our nightly routine as far as trying to get off of electronics and unplugging and keeping the TV off. And Micah's reading, and I've started journaling, and I am in love with it. There's just something about writing it down and kind of clearing your head, and I think we're both sleeping better. So what are your thoughts on journaling? Quickly.
I absolutely love journaling. I think that just being mindful of kind of like putting together a summary of your day allows you to address things that you wish you would have done better, where you go, oh man, I had all these things I wanted to do and I got none of them done. When you write that down, you get those things done the next day because you're thinking about it. And that comes to your goals too. If you write down, oh man, I wish I could have gone to the gym today, it's going to be on your mind for tomorrow. So I think that journaling is awesome as kind of just a review and allows you to really focus on what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
You get tired of having to write down, I ate out of the garbage can all day.
I ate for
something bad is happening here.
Everybody has an ink pen or a pencil. You can pick up a notebook, a composition notebook for $1 at the dollar store. So it's not anything that you have to go out and do. You get into it, you can certainly buy those fancy leather-bound journals with your name on it, which is kind of cool if you're into that, but you don't have to spend $50 on journaling.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think it helped. Like for me, not necessarily journaling, but the reflection, the tracking. Let you make a correlation that really changed mine. Is that hey, when you get terrible sleep, you tend to eat worse the next day. So again, kind of like the removing a decision. So I improve my sleep hygiene, then. Then the next day I don't feel crappy, and so then I don't make that conscious or unconscious decision to eat like crap, and then I guess it builds,
right?
So then I get better sleep the next day because I was able to work out, yada yada.
I think that's kind of the whole point, is that it's all going to build. You're going to you're thinking about it more, you're making better choices, you're working out more, you're feeling better, you're more likely to go run around with the kids or take them to the park. Like it all just adds up, and so by the time you start making these small little changes to your routine, all of a sudden you're 10 steps ahead of where you were a week ago without really having to put a lot of effort into it. So I think for me, that's been the biggest, light bulb moment. Is it's not about making these major, huge, overhauling changes as much as it is small little daily things. And then by the end of my week, hey, I didn't have a terrible week.
Better habits, consistency kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so,
that's exactly what we're going for.
Yeah.
The journal is just another method of accountability.
We have almost 50 people doing the challenge, which is awesome. So it's going to be a great community vibe. Everybody's going to be going through it together. Hopefully we can share our experiences, some tips. I have even encouraged people, if they're having a bad day, to put it on that group. Like, I'm struggling today with this, so that we can reach out, or you can throw a tip out and say, hey, try this or try that.
And just the support in general.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Anything else you want to add while we're here?
That's it from me.
Okay. Cool. I think it's going to be really good. Hopefully this answered some questions, and then we'll have lots of info coming out over the next several weeks, right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for having me, guys.
Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, cool. you.